Hello, YouTubers. As you well know, I do talking sessions. Apart from my singing, I sing more for me, and then I talk just for me to express some inner thoughts that I've had or a way that I feel about something. So anyway, I'm soon gonna start a blog. So because I like to share my 2 cents on everything. I really want to talk today about a subject that I think that is plaguing most black people um, in America. Okay, my family heritage is kind of mixed up. I have the West Indian side, which is like Dominicans, and then I have the the just my dad's side, which is the just straight up African American presence. So with that, you know, um, we were always around my dad's side of the family because my mom's side of the family lived in Florida, and they were, or if not, they lived farther away. They were always kind of like distant, and there was always a distance between us and them, and so what I'm trying to say is basically the blunt of what we got was really like mainly my dad's side of the family, and so everything was based around that, heavily. But I mean, my mom's presence has always been there. It's just that it's just not as strong as I would have liked it to be. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. All right, so uh, uh, the thing I wanted to say is something that affects black people and has been affecting us for I think centuries. I don't think that we as black people have ever really gotten over slavery. I don't think this uh, school has implemented any type of instrumentation or anyone has come up with any instrumentation to help us really cope with it and deal with it. I think right now we are pretty much as a group out of our mind. Um, and I would have to say out of our mind just because of what I see, not because I want to make this up. I mean, I see things like anytime I can watch a video of a black male and a black female, and both of them have dyed blonde hair, and they're dancing in a video, I think it's sad. I think it's really sad. And the people are saying, "Oh, that's hot." It's like we're so far from who we could be and who we are as a people. Like I don't think we have anything that is us. I think everything that we've learned, the whole Ninja effect, the whole uh, uh, I'm gonna lay down my burdens Negro effect, the whole idea of being a Negro, the whole idea of being colored, it's all been manufactured and given to us. So I mean, I think that future realities for us, especially like the younger generation that is coming up now, they will have a beautiful chance of realizing what I'm saying. That this stuff has been manufactured, even down to your names. I mean, we've just been trading names and giving last names and keeping up with the system. And I mean, my question to the viewers that would watch this is, why do we continue? What is your reasoning for continuing? Do you feel like honestly this world that you keep helping create is helping you, or are you feeling it crumble beneath you? Please comment on this because I really want to know and start a real conversation between people, and not one that's plastic. You know, I would like to. I would really like real people to talk. Not I don't mean I'm not saying being real about it because I don't think we can be anything but be fake as we've been taught to be fake. You see what I'm saying? Until our whole process is developed and it's implemented for us to cleanse ourselves. I think We have to get unbrainwashed, first of all, and get off the liquid sauce, and then we can move to the next thing. I mean, even if you really think about it, like at this point, I just feel like we're so far off navigation as far as a ship is concerned as people that right now is the most beautiful point in our existence, because now we don't have to be anything. We can be ourselves, and we can redefine who we are as a people. Right now we could just change our name. We could call ourselves eucalypti, for whatever that means, or Baji Baji. I'm just making up names. We could make our own name. I mean, I don't think people realize the power that we have right now. This group of people that embody the United States. We can change exactly what our essence is, what we believe, how we dress. We could change everything. We could change the whole style of the way we sing. We can create a whole new genre of music that only we sing, and we only give reverence to people of our nationality that sing it. I don't think people realize the real, the beauty of that. I don't think that we've really taken the power, and now is the time. So, I mean, what I would like to say to all the people that do view this, just think and brainstorm. You don't have to be anything anymore. You can just be who you want to be. We can create our own world and our own system inside of this matrix. It is possible. I just think that you have to. A large majority of people are going to be really sad. I mean, it's. I'll tell you what's going to happen. A lot of people, it's going to be like a story of, if you remember, because a lot of people are Christians and and or Muslim, and you guys adhere to that faith, and so you can probably reverence the scripture that's in the Bible of how when Moses was leading them to the land that is with milk and honey or whatever, and he didn't end up making it over to the milk and honey, or and so he had to die on the other side. Well, that's a reverence of what is going to happen with a large majority of the older generation and the people that are carrying on these traditions. They're going to have to, or if you want to, a better story be the children and of Israel that were in the wilderness when they went around and went around and went around until basically all of the people that had the foolishness in their minds, they died. That's what really needs to happen. But we don't have to have it that way. We can actually just choose right now, everybody, to just let this crap go. I think people are way too invested in these this ideologies and these systems. We could just let it go. We could just go, hey, you know what? Today, no more. It doesn't exist. You see what I mean? I don't have to do this anymore. We don't have to do this anymore. We don't have to eat this way anymore. We don't have to sing this way anymore. We don't have to look this way anymore. We're gonna look like this, and that will be the beginning of a new us, a new beginning, wiping the slate completely clean, like cleaning the bank. We could start. We could stop eating the way we eat, and then people wouldn't be dying of diabetes, high blood pressure, hypertension, all this other crap. Just completely stop it as a group. Just open our own restaurants. Imagine this: a chain of black-owned restaurants feeding and growing food. Check this out: growing food that has been studied and made sure that it will not cause any disease in black people. That would be amazing. Imagine that, a whole chain of restaurants just done off of studies off of our blood and analysis. We could start banks that will do nothing but just cater to us. We could open up black theaters that will have the highest quality of service that everyone would want to go and sit down in. Imagine the beauty and just the the ability that we have right now in this modern day society. You don't have to sit at home and argue with somebody about a raise, a stupid fucking raise. Who cares? Who gives a shit that the white guy next to you got it or the girl with the blonde hair got that position? I mean, our black youth were out here trying to compete on American Idol. Give two shits about American Idol. You're not an idol, first of all, and you're definitely not American by any standard of what they believe a word of American is. And nor should you want to be that. You can start your own singing thing that will cater just to you. And do you know how many artists it could support? The reason why you don't buy the music and you're not the main consumer of the music is because you know that it's garbage. Everybody that's out there, if you look at the demographics, Lil Wayne's demographic, if you look at Jay-Z and Kanye West and all that stuff, I think the only ones out there that are really hitting it on the head are probably Jay-Z and Kanye West, where they're getting a heavy sell from black males. But the rest of these rappers out here, it's normally consumed by white kids because black people know. I mean, how many black people do you know actually went and purchased a Lil Wayne album, a Drake album? I don't know that many people. I don't know anybody in my vicinity. Now, you may have a different story. You might be like, well, I purchased it, or my best friend purchased it, or whatever. But as a whole, think about how many people that you know that are black people that actually own one of those albums. So you're not going out there and consuming this stuff on as a whole. Look at the demographic boards. Go online, research it yourself. You'll see that their demographics are higher. And you say, oh, well, that's because white people have more money. No. You spend $100 on a pair of jeans. You can afford a $20 CD. I've seen people go to eat one person $20 at McDonald's. So you can afford a $12 CD at Target. So, I mean, come on. Just think about it. Think about what I'm saying. You know this stuff is garbage. Everybody does. You just look at it for entertainment. Because it's somebody black on TV and you'd rather be watching that than watch something else. Everybody knows I'm telling the truth. You gotta feel it. I mean, you gotta feel the possibilities that are here for us now. You don't have to take this slowly road anymore. You don't have to think about this foolishness. You can just turn off the TV. I swear, if people would just turn off the TV and just export televisions from their house, I think we could save every black person in America from from definite destruction. I think your eating habits would change instantly. I'm pretty much next to sure of it. Your eating habits, your thought patterns would change differently. Um, there would be so many things that would change about you just from not consuming television. Look at the majority of the commercials. They have nothing to do with you. So why even view it? Look at the majority of the things that you view. It has nothing to do with you. Look at the movies that you watch. They have nothing to do with you. I just think about, and it has nothing to do with racism. See, people think that, oh, he's being racist, or you're saying something racist. I'm not talking about racism. There is no more need to be mad at white people. That right there is a revelation going to be for somebody out there. I know it is. You don't have to be mad anymore. Look. Okay, I'm gonna give you examples. We've been mad, right? We've been mad. We've gone and tried to kill some of them. Okay, ain't gonna help. Y'all done prayed it out. I mean, y'all done prayed it out. Y'all done kneeled it out in the mosque. Y'all done rolled in the floor, shaka mahaya, spoken tongues over it. Ain't help. Okay, the situation is still what it is. Okay, y'all done marched it out. with the Rainbow Coalition, and I don't even know what Jesse's doing. I don't know what Jesse's doing, the NAACP is doing. Any of these groups out here are really doing for us. I haven't seen it yet. I mean, and I just read well, saw a documentary that this black guy did, and I can't remember the name of it, but in the documentary, it was basically him researching all the statistics that people say, like, and one of them, it was talking about how more black men are in prison than in college, and they researched it and found out it isn't even true. There's more black guys in college than there are in prison. And you ask the average black person that, and they'll tell you. You ask people, like the study that just came out and on the science, it was on some type of science website about black women being the ugliest women out there. People, you gotta wake up at some point. You can hide from this all day. You can run away from it. You can turn it off, go back to your little latte, and go back to your existence. But it's still gonna be there. It's never gonna go away. You've ignored it for 400 years. You've ignored it. You've ignored it out. You prayed it out. You rolled it out. You stomped the yard out. You've accepted it out for all you people that are out there. Just, what you did was say, hey, I'm not going to hate white people. I'm going to love them to death. You embraced them. You even married them, some of you. Had kids. You can sit in the comfort of your home and think you're getting away from it. It's not going anywhere. See, you're running away from you, and that's the problem, people. Problem is, you've been running this whole time. It's over. This is a new day. And the day is now we need to get together. We need to have our real powwows. And we don't need none of these leaders talking about quoting scriptures the whole while and nothing getting resolved. I.e., and I am talking about Tavis Smiley's conversations that he had. Okay, think about it. All they did was Farrakhan does the same. I'm so tired of it. Farrakhan does the same little shuffle every day. um, the devil and this and that and that. They the devil, and you can't trust them, and y'all don't have the testicular fortitude, and dancing with these beautiful words and blah bravo. You read a book. Now, let's get down to the real nitty gritty. You don't have to live in the status quo of what you're living in. You need to learn several things, and it ain't gonna begin with going out and donating no money. Nobody needs to give up no money to do this. Just simple things that I can think of right now on the top of my hand. Eat better. The better you eat, the more water you drink. Drink clean water. Eat clean. And the rest of this is simple. Okay? Sleep well. Cut down on any consumption of media that you can. If you can stop watching television for 4 hours a day, stop watching television. If you can stop watching television altogether and get rid of it in your house, stop watching. Stop watching the movies. Stop watching all this crap. Eliminate it. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying my best to eliminate pretty much. I don't watch television, first of all, but I do view things while I'm online. I do my singing. I listen to music and stuff like that. I'm even starting to kind of, really just guard what I listen to in music, because I start thinking, to myself, like prime example, I was listening the other day, and I heard long hills, red bottoms, long hills, red bottoms, and I'm thinking to myself, why do I even care about that? And it was a Trina song. I'm like, really, is that really something that's important to us? You go out and you spend $600 on a pair of shoes, and you can't even afford your car payment just to impress who? We don't have to do it anymore. We don't have to, and you know what the beauty about it is? I'm gonna tell you something else. We don't even have to support the African American businesses that are out there that are not being supportive of us. That's some news for some people. Some people are gonna be like, whoa, whoa, wait a minute. You're talking beautiful until you said that. No, I'm serious. Think about it. You go around and you spend how much money on a pair of Rockaway shirt on a shirt? I've been in the store. Some of them shirts could be like $100 and something dollars. It's only cotton, people. You mean to tell me Jay-Z couldn't look at the fact that, hey, what is the medium of the people, of my people? Okay, if they're only on an average only making, let's say, 30, $40,000 a year, why would I create a clothing line where the average shirt is going to be up there? T-shirts can range from 50 or well $30 to $100 and something dollars. So what it means is he didn't think about you at all, and he doesn't care. Jay-Z does not live in the hood. People, stop believing this crap. He talks about the hood. When is the last time he's committed any crimes, been arrested by anybody, but yet he's still talking about the same thing? So why are you buying into it? He's got a light-skinned black girl with a blonde wig walking around. I mean, do I need to say more? Did I not just say it all? She buys $5,000 a pop, blonde wigs. Nobody's like, I'm just wondering, am I here by myself? Like, you gotta see this stuff for what it is. I mean, you gotta see, like, the majority of the rappers, they're not out here for anybody. Just, I mean, and I'm not saying anything against interracial dating or anything like that, because that's stupid. The day is out for that. Like, oh, I gotta be blacker than you, and you gotta be blacker than this, and all this other crap. That's stupid foolishness. Like I told you, love who you love. Love who loves you. Okay, first of all. That's number one. Love who loves you. Okay? And be happy. All I'm saying is don't be supportive of things that are not going to be supportive of you and your black kids in the future. Because regardless of what you say, who you marry, where you hide at, yes, your kids are still going to have that same blood. So you have to begin to realize that the idea is not to run away from who you are. The idea is to run to who you are and embrace it and lift it up. So now it's a day of prosperity for us. And I don't want to say prosperity like some televangelist. I'm talking about real prosperity, prosperity of your mind. There's no, I mean, we can find a system, and hopefully one day somebody will invent it. So that's something. That's another thing somebody can do. Invent a real system. Like, why are we eating this way? What are we putting in our bodies? Why are we consuming it? I know that you have Dr. Sadie out there doing something similar to that, but then he wants to charge you $300 something dollars. Like I said, again, the median of the people. Think about what is the medium of our people. If you look at, okay, prime example, in my last video I talked about things where people were hating, like Mexicans supposedly were hating on black guys and all this stuff and that controversy. But look at Mexicans, what they do. They open up a bread store. They sell treats that Mexican people like to eat, right? But it's so in comparison to what their population can afford. Black people open up a bread store and they have to charge you $50 so that they can get rich and roll around in a Bentley. Instead of thinking about the medium of the people, what can my people afford? Because that is who you have to support, and that's who's going to support you eventually. If you don't support them, guess what happens? It always seems to happen. Okay? Look at any of the people that you feel that are superstars and stuff like that, and you will find out really quick that they all go down when they have no basis. And this is the first step of isolation. Anyway, so you guys be easy.